Speak English Without Fear, the story of Aiko Tanaka. It was a calm morning in Tokyo. Sunlight slipped through the window curtains and fell softly on a small desk where Aiko Tanaka, a young woman from Japan, was sitting with her notebook open. On the first page, she had written one simple line: "Today I will speak English without fear." But as soon as she wrote it, her heart began to beat faster. Aiko had always been a shy girl. In school, whenever the English teacher asked a question, she never raised her hand. Her accent was a little different, and her classmates sometimes laughed. That small laughter had created a big wall of fear inside her. Still, she had a dream: to speak English fluently, to travel the world, to talk to people from every country. She loved watching English movies, travel videos, and international news. Each time she heard someone speak fluent English, she whispered to herself, "I wish I could speak like that someday." The first step. After graduating from university, Aiko got a job at a small travel company in Tokyo. The company organized city tours for foreign tourists. It was the perfect job for someone like her, except for one thing: she had to speak English. At first, she tried to prepare everything perfectly. She wrote down scripts, memorized phrases, and practiced them late at night. But when she stood in front of real tourists, her mind went blank. Her hands shook, her mouth went dry, and not a single English word came out. Her coworkers often said kindly, "Aiko, you're so smart. Why are you so afraid of speaking?" She would just smile and reply softly, "I don't want to make mistakes." Then one day, her manager announced, "Next week, a big group of tourists from England is visiting. We need our best guide for them." Everyone looked at Aiko. "Aiko, can you take this group?" She was shocked. "Me? No, my English isn't good enough." Her manager smiled warmly. "They don't need perfect English, Aiko. They just need a friendly guide. Mistakes are okay, everyone makes them. You just need to speak." Those words touched something deep inside her. That night, she stood in front of her mirror, looked into her own eyes, and whispered, "I will speak English without fear." Her voice trembled, but she didn't stop. She kept repeating it until she began to believe it. The first tour. The next morning, Aiko arrived at work, nervous but determined. Her heart was racing. What if I say something wrong? What if they laugh? What if they don't understand me? But when the English tourists arrived, smiling and waving, something inside her softened. She took a deep breath and said, "Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tokyo." Her voice shook, but her smile didn't fade. The tourists clapped and smiled. One of them, an elderly woman, said kindly, "Your English is wonderful, dear." At that moment, Aiko felt something change inside her. For the first time, she realized people didn't care about her grammar. They cared about her kindness and effort. That day, she guided the group all around Tokyo. She made a few mistakes, forgot some words, but every time she stumbled, she laughed, and they laughed with her. When the tour ended, one of the tourists told her, "You speak from your heart, Aiko. That's the most beautiful English there is." Practice makes confidence. After that experience, Aiko made a promise to herself. She would speak English every single day. She started watching English videos, repeating the lines, writing a journal, and even talking to herself in English while cooking or walking. When people corrected her, she smiled and said, "Yes, I made a mistake. That means I'm learning." Day by day, her confidence grew. She learned that English was not about being perfect. It was about being brave enough to communicate. Her fear started to fade, replaced by curiosity and excitement. A few months later, her manager told her, "Aiko, there's an international travel conference in Singapore next month. We want you to represent our company." Her first reaction was fear, but then she remembered the words in her notebook. "Today, I will speak English without fear." Aiko on the world stage. The day of the conference arrived. The hall was huge, filled with people from all over the world. Speakers were giving presentations in perfect English, their voices strong and confident. When Aiko's name was called, she felt her heart pounding. Her hands were cold, her knees weak. She walked to the stage, closed her eyes for a moment, and took a deep breath. Then she said to herself, "You can do this, Aiko. Speak with your heart." She opened her eyes, looked at the audience, and began. "Good morning, everyone. My name is Aiko Tanaka. And today, I want to share a small story, my story." At first, her voice trembled slightly, but as she continued, her fear melted away. She spoke about her journey, how she was afraid to speak English, how people laughed, how she almost gave up, and how one sentence changed her life: "I will speak English without fear." The audience listened silently. When she finished, there was a long pause and then thunderous applause. Some people even stood up and cheered. A few had tears in their eyes. That day, Aiko realized something powerful. Her English might not be perfect, but her courage was flawless. A new beginning. After the conference, Aiko's life changed. Invitations started coming from different countries to speak, to guide, to teach. She became a symbol of confidence and motivation for English learners around the world. A few months later, she started her own YouTube channel called Speak English Without Fear with Aiko. In her videos, she told her viewers, "Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't wait to be perfect. Speak, even if your voice shakes. The first step to learning English is defeating your fear." Every day, messages poured in from people thanking her. One day, a young woman wrote, "Dear Aiko, I used to be scared of speaking English, but after watching your videos, I finally started talking to people. I'm not perfect yet, but I'm no longer afraid." Aiko smiled as she read the message. She whispered softly, "I was just like you once, afraid, shy, unsure, but fear is never stronger than your dream." She looked out her window at the Tokyo skyline glowing in the evening light. A gentle smile spread across her face. "I have defeated my fear," she thought. "Now, my language is not just English, it's confidence." Moral of the story. Making mistakes is not failure, it's progress. Don't wait for perfection before you start speaking. Speak now. Speak with courage. And one day you'll see, your English will not only improve, your fear will disappear. Speak English without fear, because confidence is the most beautiful language in the world.